Xavier Rhodes on the bench, not out there on 3rd down and 10. And Foles able to get away and throw. Pass is caught at their own 47. Good protection again, launched downfield. Watkins wide open, touchdown.
Basically, you see the prevent defense that they're running here.
Kind of don't know what to say. Let's start with some awards. Okay, the Moab sighting of the week.
The Moab? The mother of all prevents.
A glimmer of hope left for the Eagles. There's Ertz with who they have in Justin Jefferson to replace. Pass is caught. Nice throw by Hurts. Hurts over the middle. Pass is caught. Another completion, this time Devontae. They went to him to start their night. Hurts throws, pass caught. Hurts keeps around the edge and bends it back down, fighting for the end zone. What a run!
Basically, you see the prevent defense that they're running here.
That was basically the whole first half for the Vikings defense. Everybody thought, oh, Mike Zimmer's going away. Everything's going to be better now. Mike Zimmer had some major flaws.
Couldn't stop the run, didn't cover well, couldn't get any pressure on the quarterback, didn't tackle.
And clearly he was never going to get us to a Super Bowl. We know that. He had to go. But under Mike Zimmer, there were periods with this team where they would play like world beaters for 30, 40, 50-minute stretches. And yes, there would be the total collapse. But the fact is, there were those great stretches of football. You bring in this douchebag, Jerry O'Connell, this basically high school level, rah-rah kind of coach. You're going to lose those great stretches that you had under Mike Zimmer. You're not just going to magically have those stay here. Maybe you won't have the collapses, but you also aren't guaranteed to having these great stretches of football. So at best, it might even out. Another award, we have the Mike Zimmer Award for a defensive collapse inside 2 minutes of a half. We saw that in the first half, right? Oh, but Mike Zimmer's gone, so that won't happen anymore, right? Because now we have a positive culture. And the positive culture is just going to make everybody play so much better, right? Shut up. Shut up. Obviously, the Deja Vu Award.
And Deja Vu.
Have we not met before, monsieur?
I don't think so.
For a flashback to the 2017 NFC Championship game where we just left an Eagles receiver completely open for a touchdown. That happened, of course, in the first half. The Laquan Treadwell Award for signaling first down like an idiot.
He didn't catch it. He's nowhere near a first down, but he gets up and signals first down.
When your team's down by 2 or 3 touchdowns, that goes to Justin Jefferson. Give me a break. Patrick Peterson Award for piss poor effort. Of course, that goes to the Vikings defense. Could go to Chris Boyd on that blocked field goal return. Gets chased down by the opposing punter or holder, whoever it was. Everybody's making a big deal of that. How did Chris Boyd get caught from behind? Here's a better question. How do they have a punter or a holder giving that much effort? You see the effort that guy made to make that tackle? Because every guy on that team came to play, including the holder, came to play. The kick gets blocked, and he gives his all to make that tackle. How many Vikings give that effort on that play if it goes against the Vikings? None. How many Vikings showed up willing to give that kind of effort? None. That's your problem. Problem isn't Chris Boyd. Problem is nobody on our team is like that holder. Of course, the Kirk Cousins Award for diarrhea, that would be, I forget which drive it was. I think it was one of the last possessions of the Vikings. I think it was after Kirk threw his first couple interceptions, which weren't his fault. Shut up. They might have had first and goal, and Cousins just dropped back 3 straight times and just threw it up for grabs 3 straight times, and the third time it was finally intercepted. It was just so pathetic. It's so pathetic, the level of diarrhea. And you got people still jumping to his defense. Oh, he can't play defense. He can't do this. You know what? They went 3 and out on the first 2 possessions with Kirk Cousins, like they always do, like they've been doing for years. Oh, it's not his fault. He doesn't call the plays. Who checks down constantly, all the time, checks down? Oh, Irv Smith dropped a touchdown pass. That's not Cousins' fault. Maybe if you don't go 3 and out the first 2 possessions. That's the thing with Kirk Cousins. Every third possession, he might get you something. Jalen Hurts in that first half was getting you something every possession. Sometimes you need to play a little better, and Kirk can't do that. Dalvin Cook, he's just completely washed up. I know there was I think it was like a 2nd and 2 play. Forget when it was. He just tripped over his own feet and fell down, and then they ended up going 3 and out, I think. Should have got a first down, kept the drive going. I mean, Irv Smith made that drop. That guy's just the worst. I've been saying for years. Even when he's healthy, he hasn't done anything. Oh, when he's healthy, when he's finally healthy, he's going to be a star. Why will he be a star? Just because he's a Viking? I mean, look at this roster. Aside from Justin Jefferson, who does this team have who is any good? It's scary, okay? You got all the homers saying, oh, don't overreact. They won week 1 against the Packers. I know the Eagles are a really good team, so it's okay to lose. They'll come back. We'll figure it out. We'll just execute better. The Green Bay game meant nothing, okay? That video I made last week after the Green Bay game, I was very reticent, I guess. Hesitant to speak my true feelings. Because it's they beat Green Bay. I don't want to come in here and whine and complain and say how they're not as good as people think they are. Because nobody's going to want to watch this channel if all I do is complain even when they win, even if they beat the Packers. But I couldn't pretend I was excited. I couldn't pretend I thought it meant something, because it didn't. Packers played as bad as they could. The Packers treated it almost like a preseason game. And the Vikings weren't that impressive. Their run defense got shredded for much of the game, and the Packers just decided not to run much. And the offense, the defense got them a turnover. The offense did nothing. They had to kick a 56-yard field goal. The offense sputtered in the red zone a couple times. Wasn't that impressive of a win week 1. And then they play a real tough game on Monday night, and they just get blitzed. Oh, but they were in the game. If Cousins doesn't throw those interceptions, and if Boyd runs that kickback, and if Irv Smith catches that pass. Yeah, if any of those plays are made, you know what the Eagles do? They take the ball and they score another touchdown. Yeah, the Eagles called off the dogs, I hate to tell you. They could have scored 40 if they'd wanted to. Would you rather be where we are, beating Green Bay week 1, and embarrassing ourselves on Monday night at Philly? Or would you rather have lost week 1 at home against Green Bay and then gone into Philly and won on Monday night at Philly? What would you rather have? What would be more indicative of a good team? The latter. You lose week 1 to Green Bay, you chalk it up to none of our starters played in the preseason, opening week jitters, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean that much. And then if you go into Philly and you beat them on Monday night, week 2, and go from 0-1 to 1-1 against a good team that's fired up, that means a heck of a lot. I'd feel great. I'd be like, hey, this is a decent team. Now I feel like kind of sucks. Yeah, we'll probably beat the Bears. We may beat the Lions. But we're not beating any really good teams. And this whole Jerry O'Connell crap, this whole, oh, we lost, but nobody's pointing fingers after the game. You know what? You can't point fingers because everybody sucked. When you're giving every receiver a 10-yard cushion, yeah, who do you point the finger at? The defensive coordinator? I don't know. Or are the players just that bad? At some point, Vikings fans have to, care about really being good. Legitimately being good. And not ignoring everything that's bad. And not seeing a week 1 win against Green Bay, a Green Bay team that didn't really try. Anyway, who do they play? They play the Lions? Well, they better win this one, right? If they don't win this, fire Jerry O'Connell. Just fire him. Make Kirk Cousins like a player coach. Let's let this thing go down in flames. I don't even know.